Okay, and this is the green scrubby in practice or in application. You cannot green scrubby any clay that is glass or it's been fired into a material. So what you're going to work with is not the bisque fired clay, the clay that's been fired before. It's like a glass. You need to work with clay projects that are bone dry, and they're breakable, but you need to smooth out those rough edges. So this particular foot or the bottom has a really rough edge, so you'd want to go along and you'd want to make sure that you are taking this smoothing efforts just to kind of round that off. Anything sharp on the bottom of this clay will cause like a sharp edge that could do some damage to the surface of the counters it comes intact with. So again, just it creates some dust. Just going along here and just smoothing off the edges. It also gives the glaze a little easier time to settle into some of the places. The lip can be green scrubbied a little bit too. Being gentle, the clay is like chalk, it's breakable, and so you'll basically smooth out the edges. And most of your counters at home are fairly clean, and you want to be careful that your countertop stays that way. If you take a piece of glass, or sorry, a piece of countertop and a sharp edge and you run your projects, which have not been like they're going to be damaging your counter. So this is a nice countertop and you want to make sure it stays that way. If you have a countertop and a sharp piece, you can just basically continue to scratch this and scratch that and scratch and scratch. And before you know it, you'll be like, wow, why do we have to like get new counters? Because the surface is completely scratched, cannot be taken out of that glass. That glass is pretty much junk.